So guys, we are back now. Now confirm me, is my audio is clear? Okay. So guys, let's everyone join. I tried multiple times. Finally, it's proper now. So Prasenjit, you have completed your training and now you are giving interview. Are you in that phase? Like you are in the learning phase, applying phase, or how it is? There are three phases, I think: learning, applying, and getting selected. In getting selected phase, like you sometimes face rejections as well, and you look for the selection. Hey Venkat, hello. So yes, Prasanjit, you are in which phase? Okay, let's everyone join. And guys, in March also some interviews are there. Let it happen, and I'm gonna tell you the company's name. I'll try to tell you all the company's name. Let it happen. I'm in seventh of B Pharma, completed base advance, and as I am now learning RM ASL, so preparing for basis exam. That's great. So you are in the learning phase currently. Okay. So guys, let me tell you a few things. During the learning phase right now, a lot of students are facing this problem that due to surge of use of LinkedIn and social media, they are having a lot of self-doubt. Don't have self-doubt during this journey. During the learning phase, your sharp focus should be on learning, not here and there. During the applying part, your sharp focus should be on applying part only. During getting interview part, or getting selected part, you need to work on your rejections. What are the reasons you are getting rejected if you are getting the interview? So like this you need to work. Venkat is having another question. मैं इंसिडेंट जान गया था नवाद में 2.5 लाख देके रुपीज देके सैस को उसने बोला था जॉब दूंगा, ऐसे फेक इंस्टीट्यूट को फेक प्रॉमिस कर रहे हैं. इट्स माय लक कि मुझे मिल गई 1.5 ईयर बाद. वेंकट, आप जो बात कर रहे हो जिस इंस्टीट्यूट का, उसका नाम तो सबको ही पता है कि 2.5 लाख फीस किसकी है. किसी भी सूरत में वो फीस जस्टिफाई नहीं होती है. 2.5 लाख बहुत ही ज़्यादा है. एंड या दैट्स करेक्ट. मैं इस चीज़ के बारे में पहले भी बात कर चुका हूँ कि आपका एक बजट होना चाहिए. आप सभी स्टूडेंट्स को सोचना चाहिए कि आपका बजट कितना है, एंड यू शुड फाइंड द इंस्टीट्यूट इन दैट बजट. बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि हम अपने बजट से बाहर जाके हम उस इंस्टीट्यूट को ज्वाइन कर लेते हैं, मतलब भले ही उसकी फीस ज़्यादा हो, बट ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए. एंड सेकेंड थिंग कि इसके ऊपर तो मैं टन्स ऑफ वीडियो बना चुका हूँ कि नेवर बिलीव ऑन प्लेसमेंट. ठीक है, मतलब प्लेसमेंट वाली चीज़ पे बिलीव करना ही नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि मैं इस इंडस्ट्री को काफ़ी टाइम से देख रहा हूँ और मैंने एक चीज़ तो ऑब्जर्व की है. चाहे कोई एक फीस ले ले, 50 ले ले या 2.5 ले ले, मेन इशू वहाँ होता है कि आप इतने पैसे इसलिए भरते हो कि आपका प्लेसमेंट तो करा दे, बट नहीं होता तो दैट्स अ बिग इशू. The between diaries is asking 2019 cleared all subjects. Says we didn't found opportunities from 2009. Now working as a freelance in support US. uh, do one thing, the like the between diaries, in the video description you'll find a one-to-one counseling link. Connect me through, book a slot, let's have a discussion. Let me see in which phase you are or what happened, what's wrong, and as per my knowledge I'm going to suggest you the best. Okay, that what you can try. If there are some bottlenecks, like I'm figuring out कि कुछ issues हैं जो जो आप सही तरीके से नहीं कर रहे, so I'm going to tell you, and maybe it can work for you. Chances for me in this industry, should I continue support work only? Mm, if you feel the work is good, if you're enjoying the salary is good, you should. But if you see long term growth is not there, you're not even enjoying, you should not work just for money, even if that is not there. Person that I'm learning from a working professional with experience for just for 20K. That's great. That's great. That's great. So, hmm. So this is the thing, guys. Like you should know, matlab, there is not wrong if you're paying 20, 30, 40, but if you're paying too high, it's like one, two. And if you're learning multiple things like R as well, Python as well, like we have in our courses, R, Python, and many other things. So up to certain level you can stretch, but you should know कि किस चीज के लिए मैं कितना pay कर रहा हूँ. It should not be like beyond the limit. That's the thing. Yes, Prasanjit. Oncology is something good to have in your CV. And always remember, guys, while joining a training institute, you are joining there for learning. Maybe institute or anyone from wherever you are learning from, working professional or institute, he or she can help you, maybe through guidance or maybe through some reference. But but the chances are 10, 20, or 30%. The more chances of getting the entry or getting selection is up to 70 to 80%. It's upon you. If you're doing good, if you're learning in a good way, anyone can come up in your way and he or she can help. Maybe your institute or anyone, people like me, anyone who is active. But if you don't have the knowledge itself, if the person is saying you are not putting even the effort, right efforts as well, so no one can help you. So always complete your learning in the best possible way. Always try to apply for jobs. So whenever you connect to someone, you can have something to show them or tell them, right? That I have completed all these things. I have applied these many months through these ways. Even if you're asking to someone for help, because if you just tell them simply like, even I haven't completed the training properly or not having the knowledge, haven't applied properly, somehow if you haven't, you have to tell, right? So no one can come and help you, right? So the main thing is the knowledge that gonna help you. Okay. So guys, you should go in that psychology that complete your learning, go to the next phase, again go to the next phase. Like likewise, you just move forward. Don't think what gonna happen. Just move forward. Try your best. Leave the result. It's not in your hand. Okay, but just try your best. Have some planning. Okay, in each of the phase, whatever you are learning, you should able to read minimum 7, and try your best and leave the result, because that is not in your hand. If you work in this way, sooner or later you're going to get the result. It doesn't matter which institute you are joining. If not today, tomorrow, after 1 year, or someday you're gonna get the job, maybe after 1.5 year, if you're consistent enough. Because once you complete the learning, you do XYZ job, or you can do with your job as well. And whenever you're getting the interview, if you're consistent enough, you'll be having the knowledge, you'll get the interview. And once you get the interview, once you crack the interview, switch. This should be the standard formula without worrying anything. Don't feel like what happened to me. I just got wasted these many years or months. Yes, you are spending in your learning, right? You have learned something. So if some people, many people, you'll find that they are getting the interview, or they are getting selected after 1 year or 1.5 year. And what's the problem is, within 6 months, some people, 70% of people are losing the hope within 6 to 7 months itself. Just after learning, they are feeling that I should get the job. They are not getting it immediately. They are leaving the journey. This is what happened normally. But this should not be the way you should deal with the situation or the job market. And it's not only for this role, clinicals, as you go for any other role, this is the same pattern. Mm-hmm. Prasannadatta, 15 people were doing training with me. All of them left. Only 4 students are there. 90% people are just crowd. They don't have the knowledge and consistency. This is what I used to tell from years. What you're saying, what you're experiencing, this is what I have seen. Even once we reach till clinical na, in the recent batches also, this is what I observe. Ki till the clinical part, I see that half of the population, or 60% of the students, they went like, or they are not consistent. वेंकटेश, उसने एक भी इंटरव्यू नहीं दिया 1.5 साल में, और ये जॉब भी मैं खुद नहीं ली. वेंकट, यही चीज तो मैं सालों से बोलता आ रहा हूँ कि चाहे आप 2.5 लाख भरो, 1.5 लाख भरो, जॉब आपको खुद लेनी पड़ेगी. गलती हमसे कहाँ हो जाती है कि हमसे ही गलती नहीं, ये जो इंस्टीट्यूट ने बोला है ना कि प्लेसमेंट देंगे, तो ये बहुत गलत किया, क्योंकि इंस्टीट्यूट को कहीं ना कहीं तो ये चीज़ पता होगी कि प्लेसमेंट उसके हाथ में नहीं है. क्योंकि मैं पिछले 4 साल से अपनी वीडियोस में ये बोलता आ रहा हूँ कि एक इंस्टीट्यूट हेल्प कर सकता है, बट ही कैन नॉट 100% एश्योर यू दैट दे गना गिव यू द प्लेसमेंट. और जब वो आपको बोलते हैं और इतनी फीस लेते हैं, तो ऑब्वियसली एक जो स्टूडेंट है, 2-2.5 लाख यही सोच के पे करता है कि वो प्लेसमेंट देंगे, और नहीं मिलता, तो सबसे ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम हमें होती है, क्योंकि आपने फीस भी भरी है, एंड वो चीज़ जिसके लिए भरी, वो मिली भी नहीं. बट द रियलिटी इज दैट ओनली गाइस. वेंकट के कमेंट से आप सभी को एक्सपीरियंस लेना चाहिए, बिकॉज वेंकट एक लाइव जीते जागते एग्जाम्पल है कि क्या चीज़ हुई, राइट? इतनी फीस भरने के बाद भी, लाइक इफ समवन इज प्रॉमिसिंग एंड अनेबल टू डिलीवर, तो यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड कि कोई भी इंस्टीट्यूट प्लेसमेंट के नाम पे तो बिल्कुल ज्वाइन नहीं करो. देखो कि अफोर्डेबल है कि नहीं, और ट्रेनिंग अच्छी है कि नहीं, एंड गो फॉर इट. अफोर्डेबल है, आपको लग रहा है आपके बजट में है, या सही फीस है, और ट्रेनिंग अच्छी है, गो फॉर इट. दो ही फैक्टर होने चाहिए, ट्रेनिंग अच्छी होनी चाहिए और फीस आपके बजट में होनी चाहिए. दैट्स ऑल. बाकी तीसरा जो प्लेसमेंट सोच रहे हो, वो उसके हाथ में है भी नहीं. सर, स्टूडेंट्स को भी अवेयर रहना चाहिए जॉब्स के बारे में. इंस्टीट्यूट तो मार्केटिंग के लिए बोलेंगे तो हम प्लेसमेंट देंगे, क्योंकि स्टूडेंट को भी पूछते हैं प्लेसमेंट मिलेगी कि नहीं. देखो प्रसन्नजीत, मैं तो पिछले 5 साल से ये चीज़ बोल रहा हूँ, 4-5 साल से, जब से मैं यूट्यूब पे आया. एंड जब से मैंने पढ़ाना शुरू किया तब भी बोल रहा हूँ, जब पढ़ाता नहीं था उसके पहले भी बोलता था. आई फील कि इसमें स्कैम कैसे हो जाता है, और प्रॉब्लम कैसे हो जाती है, और स्टूडेंट क्यों ट्रैप हो जाते हैं. जो नए लोग होते हैं ना, जिनको नहीं पता होता, बिकॉज एट द एंड ऑफ द डे, जिसको पता होगा वो क्यों करेगा, जिसको पता होगा ये क्यों करेगा, जो अवेयर नहीं होगा. तो जो नए लोग होते हैं, थोड़ी रिसर्च नहीं की होती है, जैसे आपने बोला, दे गेट इनटू द ट्रैप। बट बिगेस्ट रियलिटी इज, मैंने तो बहुत सारे इंस्टीट्यूट को देख लिया जो बहुत पहले से थे और जो 1-2 लाख प्लेस फीस लेते थे क्लिनिकल साइंस में। आई हैव टॉक टू देयर स्टूडेंट्स एज वेल, उन्होंने काउंसलिंग के लिए मुझे रीच आउट किया। एंड द वन थिंग इज कि सर उन्होंने प्लेसमेंट के लिए बोला था एंड दे आर अनेबल टू प्लेस। तो दिस इज द वर्स्ट थिंग कि उन्होंने फीस तो 1.5-2-3 लाख ले ली सिर्फ सैस और क्लिनिकल पढ़ाने के। इवन नॉट आर, इवन नॉट पाइथन, ऐसे 4-5 टूल होते तो समझ भी आता कि 8-9-10 महीने की ट्रेनिंग गई और इतना टाइम गया। वेंकट, रिमेनिंग अमाउंट के लिए मैंने चेक दिया था तो अभी मुझे ब्लैकमेल कर रहा है। क्यों? इतनी फीस, 2.5 लाख फीस बहुत ज्यादा है। लाइक सीधा बोल दो कि आई विल नॉट पे और आई कैन नॉट पे। आपने कितने भर दिए अभी तक वेंकट? एंड Srinath is asking, I have done internship in tech minds. I've gained 50% knowledge about clinical science. Should I do course in clinical science? Will any company select me by my internship certificate? You have done internship in tech minds. So this is a, like, you got training for clinical science role, or how it is? Like they have taught you science and then clinical, how it is? Because you are telling you have done internship, so it wasn't purely internship program. So in internship, did they taught you all these things? How it is? प्रोसनजीत, दो फाइंड वर्ल्ड लाइफ वाला इंस्टीट्यूट भी 1 लाख पे आ गया है अगर हम पैसा पूरा कैश में दें। भाई 1 लाख भी कैश में आपको नहीं लगता ज्यादा है? कैश में क्या मतलब, किसी भी सूरत में ज्यादा है। लाइक वेंकट, और हाय पूछ रहा था कि तेरे सनोफी में, और भी पूछ रहा था कि तेरे सनोफी में तेरे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में रेफरेंस दे बाकी लोगों को, और बड़ी बड़ी बातें करता है, ये कंपनी में मेरा कनेक्शन है, ऐसे ऐसे। 2 लाख पे किए हैं उसको अभी तक। 2 लाख पे कर दिया आपने, दैट इज मोर देन इनफ, राइट? दैट इज मोर देन इनफ। द थिंग्स यू हैव लर्नड, द मैक्स फी फॉर दैट शुड बी 1 ओनली, और लेस देन 1। क्योंकि अगर आप सारी चीजें इंक्लूड भी कर दो, सास आर, क्लिनिकल, इंटर्नशिप, पाइथन, ये सारी चीजें इंक्लूड भी कर दो तो भी मैक्स 1 तक जाती है। आई एम अज्यूमिंग कि आपने अगर कुछ साल पहले पढ़ा है तो सैस और क्लिनिकल ही पढ़ाया होगा, राइट? उस टाइम पे मार्केट में सैस और क्लिनिकल ही चलता था। सो फॉर दैट ऑलरेडी यू हैव पेड, उसके लिए फीस ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा होनी चाहिए, 60K या 50K, और दैट ऑलरेडी यू हैव पेड 2 लाख। तो ऐसा समझो कि ऑलरेडी आपने 1.5 लाख या 1 लाख ज़्यादा पे किए हैं। नो नीड टू पे देन। मना कर दो, आई नॉट पे और आई कैन नॉट पे। प्रोशनजीत दत्ता, 90 के मेरे साइंस इंस्टीट्यूट इंडिया में ट्रेनिंग दे रहा है इंक्लूडिंग बेस एडवांस विद 2 अटेम्प्ट्स ईच। पता नहीं ये क्यों। अवेयरनेस प्रोशनजीत, अवेयरनेस। वेंकट, लेट्स कनेक्ट, एक वीडियो बनाएंगे ऐसे इंस्टीट्यूट के वाले में। मैं तो बहुत टाइम पे स्टूडेंट्स को अप्रोच किया कि ऐसी वीडियो बनाते हैं, बट स्टूडेंट्स थोड़ा आगे नहीं आते, पता नहीं क्यों। मतलब मे भी शायद करियर का बिगनिंग होता है इसलिए भी घबराते हैं। आई टेल टू स्टूडेंट्स कि नाम नहीं लेना, बट यू कैन शेयर द होल एक्सपीरियंस, सो दैट्स टोटली फाइन। इफ यू वांट वी कैन कनेक्ट। और पता है वेंकट, मेरे एक स्टूडेंट ने उनकी फीस होगी 40K शायद, या उससे भी कम, सैस क्लिनिकल प्रोजेक्ट वगैरह मिला के, या सैस क्लिनिकल। उन्होंने मुझे बोला था कि सर एक इंस्टीट्यूट है अहमदाबाद में, उसी इंस्टीट्यूट जिसका आप नाम ले रहे हो, वो तो प्लेसमेंट देता है, आप क्यों नहीं लेते? तो मैंने बोला भाई उसने मार्केटिंग गिमिक कर रखा है, ऐसा है नहीं। और दूसरी चीज, वो इतनी फीस भी लेते हैं ना। मैं इतनी फीस लेता हूँ ना मैं झूठा प्रॉमिस करता हूँ। यानी मेरे एक स्टूडेंट ने मुझे ऐसा कहा था। एंड स्टूडेंट्स को पता नहीं चलता। सोचो, मेरा स्टूडेंट जिसको मैं बता रहा हूँ कि मैं खुद उसको बोल चुका हूँ कि देखो, किसी भी इंस्टीट्यूट पे भरोसा नहीं करना है, मेरे भी भरोसा नहीं करना, प्लेसमेंट के लिए, लर्निंग के लिए भरोसा करो, टीचिंग के लिए। तो वो स्टूडेंट कंपैरिजन दे रहा था, आप जिस इंस्टीट्यूट की बात कर रहे हो उसका, और मैंने बोला था भाई वो मार्केटिंग गिमिक है, बट कभी बार बच्चे समझते नहीं है। मैंने बोला आपको करना है तो भर के कर लो, वापस आपको प्लेसमेंट मिल जाएगा वहां पे। एंड बट देखो, यही यही होता है ना, मार्केटिंग। लोग मार्केटिंग में आ जाते हैं, दे डोंट नो। दे सी कि किसी इंस्टीट्यूट से दो चार बच्चे सेलेक्ट हुए तो उनको लगता है कि सारे ही हो रहे हैं। अरे भाई, हर इंस्टीट्यूट से या हर जगह से बच्चे सेलेक्ट तो होंगे, जो मेहनत करेगा दिल गो फॉरवर्ड, राइट। बट इसका मतलब ये थोड़ी होता है कि दे ऑन द प्रोसेस, दे ऑन द प्लेसमेंट। प्लेसमेंट में रियलिटी ये है, 80%, 70% इंस्टीट्यूट, 10 to 30%, सॉरी, 70 to 80% स्टूडेंट, एंड 20 to 30% इंस्टीट्यूट, जो कि थोड़ा बहुत गाइडेंस या थोड़ा बहुत रेफरेंस। दिस इज द रियलिटी आफ्टर कंसल्टिंग मेनी स्टूडेंट्स फ्रॉम डिफरेंट इंस्टीट्यूट। वेंकट, आप तो सिर्फ एक का बता रहे हो, मैं तो बहुत सारे का ऐसा देख चुका हूँ। एंड इवन आई टेल द सेम, राइट, सिंस ईयर्स आई एम टेलिंग द सेम। डोंट बिलीव ऑन दैट। तो अगर आप रेडी हो तो एक डिटेल में आपकी जर्नी पे ऐसे बनाते हैं। एंड फॉर श्योर वी नॉट गोना टेक द नेम। इफ यू डोंट वांट, आपको लग रहा है कि नेम लेना सही नहीं है तो नहीं लेंगे। एंड फेक एक्सपीरियंस इज गुड और बैड, हाउ टू हैंडल इट? Fake experience bad, but internships are good. Freelancing are good. If you can do some project and mention it internship or freelancing, that is fine instead of mentioning fake. Even if you are mentioning fake, अगर आप 2 साल का mention कर रहे हो तो strong knowledge रखो कि 2 साल जितना experience और knowledge मुझे हो। We don't have the knowledge if you don't, like, just ask yourself. Just like we arrange interviews. If someone wants to give interview for statistical programmer 2 role, senior role, we arrange interviews. You can have an interview with us, our team, जहाँ पे different companies के employee आपका interview लेंगे, and they can rate you even if you are preparing for it. Because till the time you are not ready for the interview, if the interviewer is telling कि भाई पता ही चल रहा है तो fake है, so you cannot go in the real interview, right? वेंकट, मैं हूँ आगे आने के लिए, खुलेआम। प्रोसन ठीक है, आप रेडी हो तो फिर मैं भी रेडी हूँ। जस्ट कनेक्ट मी। You might have my contact number. You can check in the channel about section, and even directly, like I can tell you 8733986003. Just ping me. प्रोसेनजीत दत्ता, कंपनीज कभी सैलरी देने के लिए हायरिंग नहीं करती, उनके पास रिक्वायरमेंट्स होती है तो हायरिंग करती हैं, इसमें इंस्टीट्यूट का कोई रोल नहीं है। स्टूडेंट को ये सब पहले रिसर्च करनी चाहिए। दैट्स करेक्ट, आपने अच्छा रिसर्च किया है एंड सही बोल रहे हो। दिस इज व्हाट आई एम सिंस लॉन्ग आई एम टेलिंग। अमन सिंह, सर सर मैं करियर कैसा रहेगा? सर मैं करियर समझा नहीं अमर, व्हाट डू यू वांट टू से? वेंकट और बोल रहा है तूने पैसे नहीं दिए तो जॉब से निकलवा दूंगा तुझे तेरे कंपनी में से। बिंदास, बोलो बिंदास, ठीक है, डू इट। बोलो उसको, कर दो, ऐसा बोलो उसको। उसको क्लाइंट ने मैंने बोला उसको, क्लाइंट ने रेफरेंस दिया है, तेरे जैसा कुछ नहीं कर सकता। मैंने बोला उसको कि क्लाइंट ने रेफरेंस दिया, तेरे जैसा कुछ नहीं कर सकता। तो आप उनको बोलो बिंदास, ऐसा झगड़ा करने की जरूरत नहीं, बट टेल हिम, सिंपली टेल हिम दैट सी ऑलरेडी आई हैव पेड मोर फीस टू यू कंपेयर टू द मार्केट रेंज। मार्केट रेंज से मैंने आपको ज्यादा ही फीस दिया है, so I'll not pay a single rupee now, and I don't have enough money to pay you, and that's all. बस उसके बाद entertain नहीं करो, calls नहीं, messages नहीं, that's all. सी कोई भी कन्वर्जेशन दो टू वे में करोगे ना तो प्रॉब्लम होगी। अभी मेरे मेरे केस में तो ऐसा होता है कि हमारी फीस तो ऑलरेडी इट्स लाइक 40,000 समथिंग, या समझो कि डिपेंड अपॉन क्या चूज कर रहा है, बट ऑन एन एवरेज इट्स अराउंड 35-40। ओके, एंड डिपेंड अपॉन अगर वो मल्टीपल एड ऑन्स ऐड करता है चीजें जैसे कि आर पाइथन, तो वो बढ़ती हैं। लेट्स सपोज 35-40 फीस है, उसमें भी कुछ स्टूडेंट पता है उनकी फीस पेंडिंग है अभी तक। कुछ स्टूडेंट्स तो कुछ पोर्शन मतलब काफी पोर्शन मैंने उनको क्लिनिकल भी पढ़ा दिया, सैस भी पढ़ा दिया, और क्लिनिकल की फीस कोई बाकी है। फिर भी मैं उनको एकदम लाइट लेता हूँ, ऐसे एटलीस्ट धमकी नहीं देता, एंड दैट टू विद इन 35-40,000। एंड यहाँ पे 35-40 छोड़ दो, दे आर चार्जिंग 40,000 छोड़ दो, चार्जिंग 2 लाख, एंड 2 लाख ऑलरेडी ले लिए और भी पैसे चाहिए और उसके लिए धमकी। सो दिस शोज कि जब भी इंसान के साथ ऐसा होता है तो इट शोज कि उसका टाइम खराब शुरू हो गया है। रिसेंटली ऐसा एक किस्सा हुआ था कि स्टूडेंट ने सैस पूरा कर लिया, क्लिनिकल भी शुरू हो गया था, उसने बोला सर थोड़ा टाइम दे दो, मैंने टाइम दे दिया, 1-1.5 महीने हो गया। अब जैसे ही मैंने उससे फीस मांगना शुरू किया, उसने पता नहीं क्यों ट्रेनिंग बंद कर दी। अब मैं सोच रहा हूँ आधे नॉलेज पे हो जाएगा कहाँ, बट वट एवर ही फेल्ट, मैंने उसको 2-4 बार फोन किया या मैसेज किया, नहीं उसने किया, मैंने छोड़ दिया। बट एटलीस्ट उसको धमकी नहीं दी कि तूने क्यों वो किया, एंड उसको टाइम भी दिया। सो आई फील कि जो जो नहीं है मेरे हिस्से में वो नहीं होगा, बट ओवर चार्ज करना, एंड दिस इज समथिंग रॉन्ग व्हाट ही इज डूइंग टू यू, ये गलत है। बट नाउ वी हैव इवन इंश्योर कि यार थिंग्स शुड बी इन अ प्रॉपर मैनर। नाम लूंगा उसका मैं स्पेसिफिक आपके साथ वीडियो में बात करते समय, कोई नहीं, आ जाओ। आ जाओ, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है भाई। 1 ईयर एक्सपीरियंस है मेडी एक्सेल कोडिंग का। कैन ट्रांजिशन टू अदर बेटर फील्ड? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल सी हु जस्ट लुक फॉर अदर फील्ड्स कि कितने अदर कैटेगरीज हैं, रोल्स हैं जिसमें आप जाना चाहते हो या थोड़ा इंटरेस्ट आ रहा है, और व्हाट आर द ऑप्शन। मेडिकल कोडिंग, सो मेडिकल कोडिंग आपने किया है तो उससे बेटर के रोल सीडीएम प्रोग्रामर हो गए, स्टैटिस्टिकल प्रोग्रामर हो गए, ये एक ऑप्शन हो गया, सीडीएम एंड स्टैटिस्टिकल प्रोग्रामर। उसके अलावा और भी ऑप्शन है, उसके अलावा और भी ऑप्शन है जैसे कि पीवी हो गया, राइट? बट पीवी एंड मेडिकल कोडिंग इट्स लाइक सेम, उसमें भी ग्रोथ नहीं है। पीवी मेडिकल कोडिंग आई कंसिडर इन क्लास बी। किसी भी इंडस्ट्री में रोल्स को है ना 3 कैटेगरी में डिवाइड करो गाइस। टुडे आई एम गोना शेयर यू समथिंग इनसाइड क्लास 1, क्लास 2 एंड क्लास 3। There are certain job roles in pharmaceutical which comes under class A, like biostatistician, statistical programmer, data scientist, CDM programmer. ये class A में आता है. In class 2 category, PV, medical coder, medical writer, all this class 2. Class 3 category में CRA, CRC and other roles, all these are class 3. तो सबसे ज्यादा जहाँ ग्रोथ है और पे है वो है क्लास ए, क्लास 1, और उसके बाद क्लास 2। तो आपको इंश्योर करना है कि यार क्लास 1 कैटेगरी के जॉब रोल में मैं स्विच करूं, दैट गोना वर्क फॉर यू। वेंकट और बोल रहा है कि तेरा चेक में है मेरे पास, मैं कोर्ट में जाऊंगा ऐसे, तो ऐसे तो बहुत गलत बोल रहा है। एंड उनको बोलो, एक काम करो, सीधा बोलो, उनको सीधा बोलो कि आप कोर्ट में जाओ, कोर्ट में मिलते हैं। और आपने मुझे और बहुत सारे बच्चों को प्लेसमेंट प्रॉमिस का बोला था ना, मैं और काफ़ी और भी स्टूडेंट्स हैं, ये जो आपने प्लेसमेंट प्रॉमिस किया था जिसके चक्कर में मैंने या जितने भी स्टूडेंट ने फीस दिया है, हम सभी आपके ऊपर कंप्लेन करेंगे और मैं पब्लिक में ये चीज़ बताऊंगा। उनको बोलो ये चीज़। मेरे जैसे 4-5 कैंडिडेट को ब्लैकमेल कर दिया पहले उसने। ये तो खराब है यार। हमारे इधर तो मतलब कम फीस में भी अगर बच्चा अभी रिसेंटली हुआ, लास्ट मंथ ही, एक बच्चे उसकी फीस भरनी थी लास्ट मंथ 12 या 5 को फीस भरनी थी। उसने अभी मार्च हो गया नहीं भरा, कुछ दिन पहले मैंने उसको टाइम दे दिया, कोई बात नहीं। और जब फीस का मैंने बोला तो उसने ट्रेनिंग अटेंड करना ही बंद कर दिया। 3-4 मैसेज किए, उसने रिस्पॉन्ड करना बंद कर दिया। मैसेज भी सिंपल थे, लेकिन कभी भी किसी को ब्लैकमेल नहीं किया एटलीस्ट, और उसको टाइम भी सफिशिएंट दिया। बट ये जो कर रहा है यार, मतलब, और वो भी समझो कि 35-40,000 फीस में। ये ऑलरेडी 2 लाख ले चुके हैं, उसके बाद और 50,000 चाहिए, और उसके लिए ब्लैकमेल कर रहे हैं। दिस इज समथिंग रॉन्ग, इट शुड नॉट हैपन। ऐसा कुछ भी हो तो वेंकट, यू जस्ट कनेक्ट टू मी, आई एम गोना हेल्प यू, नो वरीज इन दैट। घबराओ नहीं, उनको सीधा बोलो कोर्ट जाओ, कोर्ट में मिलते हैं, आपने भी प्रॉमिस किया था प्लेसमेंट का। ये बातें भी आई रेज एलएम। श्रीनाथ सर, मुझे टेक माइंड्स में कंपनी टीम वालों ने बेस प्लस एडवांस एंड लिटिल बिट डोमेन नॉलेज सिखाया है। टेक माइंड स्प्रे, ओके। जस्ट गिव मी अ मिनट। ठीक है, तो ये तो ट्रेनिंग हो गई ना। मतलब इंटर्नशिप कैसा, मतलब वो आपको जॉब भी देने वाले हैं? लाइक किस तरह का इंटर्नशिप है? सिर्फ इंटर्नशिप करा के वो कर देंगे, आपको रिलीज कर देंगे, या जॉब भी देने वाले हैं? क्योंकि दो तरह की इंटर्नशिप होती है, कंपनी आप इंटर्नशिप के बाद रख लेगी, और कंपनी इंटर्नशिप के बाद श्योर नहीं आपको रखेगी कि नहीं रखेगी, या सिर्फ वो इंटर्नशिप प्रोग्राम है। एंड medicine, what's a roadmap to get interviews? For interviews, Medicinepedia have created many videos. Just go and have a look. Many videos. Scroll my channel and watch the videos related to interview. If you want, what I can do till tomorrow, I can create a playlist where I can put all the videos related to interview. Okay. मुझे internship certificate पे job मिलेगी या course करना पड़ेगा? If you have the knowledge of SaaS clinical, that's enough. उसके लिए कोई course करने की जरूरत नहीं है. You learn it from anywhere, from internet, or from anywhere in any institute. If you have the knowledge of SaaS and clinical, minimum इतना है, and थोड़ा अच्छे के लिए you can have R and Python. So इनका knowledge है तो you don't need to worry, like you are eligible, you can get interviews and crack interviews. वेंकट, मेरे जैसे 4-5 कैंडिडेट का ब्लैकमेल किया। ओके, सी हो भाई, क्लास 1 देखने को ही अच्छा है। एज अ बी फार्मा पास आउट, नो वन gives the position easily. See, you need to remember, in this world, no, nothing is coming to you. You have to get eligible. You have to work hard to get that. If not work hard, work in a smarter way, or do something which you enjoy. Life में कभी भी अच्छा आप तक नहीं आता. Nothing good comes to you or without efforts. You have to do it. But what my concern is, start your journey from anywhere, like class 2 category, class 3 category, but your target should be class 1 category, right? Try your best. If you're not getting, no worries, you are in class 2 or class 3, right? Nothing to worry. At the end of the day, you're going to live the life. Nothing to worry, class 2 or class 3. But one should try, right? What I mean to say, one should try. Whether you are getting into that or not, that is a separate question. Because see, the people who are in the class 1 category jobs, they first tried, given good amount of time, and then they finally got, and they have self belief, and obviously a lot of struggles, right? You can see, say who Venkat is sharing his own experience. He have paid a lot of money, and finally, after one, when the institute took this much money and they promised they're gonna give the placement, they were unable to, and finally he got the job by his own. That's the thing. Say who, from long we are discussing that no one can provide you the job, but he or she can help you. So you are asking me the same question, that after completing course you provide job? Obviously no. If you go 4 years back, 3 years back, even in my those videos, I'm telling this: don't join a training institute based on job. Join only if you feel that you're gonna get the knowledge. यहाँ पे knowledge अच्छा मिलेगा and guidance अच्छा मिलेगा. That's what you can get from a training institute. Medicinepedia. cold text not working, हर कोई बोलता है will get back to you or let you know. Medicinepedia, that is not alone one way. There are other ways. Just go and watch some of my videos where I have shared new methods. That is now one of the old method, you can say. A second method, the primary method is something else. Just go and watch the video, you'll get in detail. And cold text even work. One of the recent interview, it is going to happen soon within few days. She got the interview using cold text only. I'm going to tell you the company name afterwards once everything happened for her. Murun, how much do you charge for base and advanced training? It's around 40K. Depend upon, like, there are certain other things what you are choosing. Only for SAS and advanced, it's gonna be like around 40K, and you are eligible for some discount as well. At the time of joining, you're gonna get some discount as well on top of that as well. Not only for SAS and advanced, it's including clinical as well. Only for SAS, it's 20, and like in that you can get some discount as well. Under 20, you can say. And sometimes if at that time we are having a discount, so you get a discount of 5K, so it comes down to 15. Shiva, after 12th is eligible for this course, after which degree? A minimum degree should be, one should have degree, right? Degree or master. Someone is asking, you told about a student left midway. What happened? Why did he leave? I don't know what happened to him. To get an idea, I just called to other students. Is the training is going good? Is the trainer is teaching properly? Because that batch has been taken by other trainer. So she is very happy. Like one of them, she recently she is about to give an interview, and I talked to some other students if something wrong with the learning. Even I talked to him while talking to him what happened. So he told everything is going good, but I don't know what happened, because if a person doesn't respond, so you cannot do anything, right? The only thing was like we have given good amount of time to him for the fees, and even he left. But that's totally fine. He left in the learning also in the midway. So okay, if I have option to do certification in medical coding, which is mandatory to work in this field, uh, auto communicate should I do if my financial condition is not allowing to do? See, on immediate basis, if you feel that you can get a job in medical coding, do the certification first. Okay, then get some job, and along with the job, then start clinical SaaS learning. And then once you start learning clinical SaaS, because once you get a job, you'll get some financial stability, and then start learning clinical SaaS. And once you start getting the interview, or once you crack the interview, switch your job. Okay. So if that is benefit to you, if something is giving benefit to you in an immediate basis, like medical coding, get it done that first. So you get some stability, right? Let's suppose even in B class B category or class 2 category you are, so at least you will get some stability after doing the medical coding certification. You might get some raise as well, right? So do that first. Once you get some stability, and start learning. So now we made a rule. It's not good. It happened with me a lot of time. We created an SOP. So what I used to do, I used to give a lot of leverage in terms of fees. still for many students it's pending. So I used to give leverage, and then I found we start facing after some time a lot of financial challenges because every month we have to pay salaries and everything. So we have created now an SOP, and it's not by emotion or suddenly someone is asking and we're gonna allow. Now we're gonna go according to the SOP. Like, let's suppose for second installment this is the date. So within the date, how much gonna be certain number of days they're gonna be allowed or they're gonna be removed. The only problem I face sometime, I feel ki we have allowed such a long period for more than 1 month, 40 days, and even after that when we started asking the fees, he left. That was the issue. But I feel okay, that is not a big deal, guys. Like, people with this psychology, it's gonna be difficult for them to grow in life. So I believe if you're getting the value somewhere, you should pay. If you feel you're not getting the value, you should let him know, and if you're getting the value, you should pay it. Don't utilize the full value and leave it without paying. This is what happened in this scenario. Okay, we are 8 people now, and only 0 likes in this. So guys, if you're finding this live discussion is useful, give the thumbs up, like. And second thing, if you're having more question, you can ask me quickly. And if you're not getting any questions, we can end this live discussion. Okay. Someone is asking, do you have any student who recently got hired? Yes. We're gonna put the details soon. Not very recently, but you can say few months. Not immediate basis like this month or last month, but 3 months we can say. So we have two websites. One are our websites are on update, or we used to update on the website itself. Okay, so I think there are very less questions. We are about 10 people, guys. If you have any questions, you can ask me quickly, or else we can end this discussion. Okay. And one more announcement, guys. Okay, you are 10 people, right? We are planning to start a batch next month, 15th April. 15th April is the start date. And for the clinical SaaS course, which is having SaaS and clinical along with the project, the fees will be approx 40K, and there gonna be a discount as well. Okay. And there gonna be a discount of 5K. So you might, if you are in the first 10 people, so there's gonna be a discount, and you can get in 35K. And beautiful vlogs. And there is an advanced level course which includes SaaS clinical project, exam preparation, and R as well if you want Python as well. For that, the fees is different as the add-ons you are adding. Someone is telling, sir, I recently saw your Fortria statistical programmer video that you will design a customized course according to the job requirement. Fortria statistical programmer video you're gonna design according to the job requirement. Yes, yes. Now what we did, this statistical programmer course, we have fully customized it as per the requirement. Let's suppose in a standard course we have kept SAS and clinical, okay, and exam preparation. These three things. And let's suppose if someone wants to remove the exam preparation, we can remove it, SAS and clinical only. And in the second one, we have kept SAS, clinical, R, and base as exam preparation. These four things are mandatory in the advanced one. And Python and internship is an add-on. So we have already made it customized. What is in PDF? What's the criteria to get entry without certification? Is it possible? There are many people who are already working without certification. Uh, so without certification, if you want to get the job, your skill should be very high. Let's suppose you should must know SAS, you should must know R, you should must know clinical. You should able to rate in all of this three yourself eight. Okay, in all of these three things, you should able to rate yourself 8. And on top of that, you should be loud and clear. People should know you, and how people can know you, you have to utilize LinkedIn. You have to post your learning. You have to post your achievement. You have to show what automation you are doing with the data set, what you can do. So you need to understand the current trend, what is the trend of industry, what is the requirement of industry, what are the tool requirement, all this thing. And then you can, then you are good to go even without certification. But the chances are high, like that if you have certification, that is good enough. But even without that, if you follow this, there are good number of chances. See where to start learning this course before getting into your course. I mean, some base thing which can help. I have created some videos on YouTube. You can SAS class 1 and write my channel name, Mr. Seeker. You can get an idea. Okay, if you write this class 1 or demo class and write my channel name, Mr. Seeker, SAS demo class, and write my channel name, Mr. Seeker, you will get some 1 or 2 videos. You will get some idea. So where to start learning this course? Murun, do you have tie-ups with any of the CRO? I was thinking of joining your institute. To be frank, I don't have specifically, but we have indirect connections, like through students. We can help you to get reference, because we don't want any of the student join our institute based on the placement part. One should like fully join our institute to get ensured that the training and the guidance gonna be very much good. Obviously we can help you in that part as well, but you should not join our institute based on that. किसी भी स्टूडेंट को हमारा इंस्टीट्यूट ट्रेनिंग के लिए ज्वाइन करना चाहिए, नॉट हमारा, एनी इंस्टीट्यूट. Right now in the comments, one, his name as well, Venkat have told ki one of the institute in Ahmedabad, they charge 2.5 lakh. Already वो 2 पे कर चुके हो, 50,000 और मांग रहे. But that institute was unable to give the placement. It's not the case with that institute. I've done counseling for many institute and I found the same. Agar, see, for me also, I have helped some of the student to get the job, but that was not for sure. It was not in my control. It was a sudden opportunity and I was able to help. मुझसे help हो सकती थी और मैं कर दी. But many institute, what they start utilizing in another way. They feel like they can sell this thing, and they sell this. Ki we have tie-up, we have this, and at the end of the day, you experience something else. I don't want you to have that experience. Okay, so even not now, even in future, if I'm telling you we have some tie-ups and we're gonna help you in the placement, all these things, bullshits. Don't believe on me. Even in the future, I'm telling this since 4 years. And I have done counseling for many students who are already taking training from different institute. And even I tell this to my students as well. In the beginning itself, when they are about to join the course. It is harsh to listen. I know many of the students, 40% of our students, they go after listening this itself because they love to hear that yes, we have tie-up, yes, we wanna give interview. They love to hear this. But I don't care about what people love. I care about what actually it is. Because once you complete the training, like many students you can see in the live, they are sharing their experience that what happened, they have been promised, they have been charged a huge amount like 2 lakh. Okay. And what we are able to offer in some 40K, some institute are offering in even one or two. And so even after that they were unable to. So I'll not promise you that, but obviously the learning and everything gonna be great. A certificate is necessary for not SAS, it's SASS. Not mandatory, but good to have. You should have it. If you want that, you if you want to come in the category where you are one of the best candidate, it is one of the requirement. You have any types? Okay, the same I have answered you. Beautiful locks. Do you think project is important to get job? I've just mentioned I did course and get knowledge, clinical CV. If you mention about project as well, like what all data sets and about what was the study, which therapeutic area it was oncology, renal, or what it was. So you can write specific about the study or about the therapeutic area. That is also fine. But if you mention this information, it's gonna help you. But it's in PDF. I've talked some people on LinkedIn who share regularly, but not working. Okay, that's great. Next life. Sometime I feel, guys, ki this life is a waste. This life is a waste of time. Believe me. Sometimes I feel. I don't know like why it happened. Like I earlier I used to do live regularly, but now I lost the interest, and I felt like this life is not useful to people. Okay, one of the reason is when I see numbers are very less, and even it is not about the numbers because I'm not doing it. So if you're not doing live regularly, what YouTube do, it doesn't promote your video in the live. So if I see 4 or 5 people are there, even sometimes they don't have question, I feel like it is a waste of time. I'm coming and sitting here, and people don't have any question, nothing. So I feel like why to do live? This is what the question I get. So if it is useful, obviously we can do 2 live in a week, or if not, at least one in a week we're gonna do it. You can have it on every Saturday or Sunday. But if you feel okay, a lot of things are there, or if you feel like something can be done, sometimes I feel what to tell, because for me these are the repeatable things. Whatever I'm telling you, I have told in many of my videos in my life. I feel nothing new is there for me and for you even, I feel. And so if something is there, it is helping you. If something new we can try in the life, if anyone can give idea ki what is something new every time I can try in the life, kya naya ho? Because I feel doing same thing, it's kind of sometimes boring. So beautiful. I think masters is important to crack jobs into the future is mostly about masters. See, future, the only thing that is constant in this world is that is change. Earlier you should have degree, now you should have degree and good to have masters. In the coming years you will find masters will be the minimum requirement and PhD is good to have. So it's not something new it gonna happen. Currently it is degree plus, if you have degree or more than degree like masters, it's good to have. In the coming years it will become master, that you should must have master. And then, but like I feel like still for long degree people gonna get the interview, because the market is shifting not only to college degrees, it is shifting to the skill as well. So the person who is having a degree, okay, even if not masters, but having a right skill, you're gonna get the opportunity for sure. Procedure this live just give positive vibe to some. Also, it gives refreshment to learners who are not interacting with others. Do broadcast with my trainer, like your trainers. It is a little difficult, kind of. They are working professionals, right? They are working professionals, and for working professionals, I don't know, like the company might find this thing as a good or bad, and already they are in the top MNCs. For glimpse, I can say that our trainers are on students. Long back they got selected. Now they are having good experience, and so I simply asked them, like, would you love to do this? And they started doing in a great way. They are doing great actually. And I feel now, because I'm not working on this role, so in the domain knowledge, their knowledge is their knowledge going to be more good because they are working in the company, right? So in the software part, like, I can take you up to so on, but in the domain part, I feel still I can take you, but maybe I found like they're gonna perform much better, maybe because they are working. So what is happening, they can share you that. This is what I think. And because they are working, I cannot do broadcast. That is one of the issue. What is the future of SaaS? It's gonna be like other health science job. Creed will always I see since 30 years it falls under class one category, so it's not gonna go. The only thing that is changing after this 20 or 30 years, that is, since long they were needing only two knowledge. One was the SaaS software, other is domain knowledge, clinical. Now, clinical is same, but in the software part, there is an adaptation. They have adapted R as well now. Now you should must learn SAS and R along with SAS. If possible, if you can afford, you should must learn R as well. Sehu, thank you. This is what was about to write why life is important for me and someone who wants to get into it. Okay. If someone have good skills, complete course training, after that, what that chance get job, how much time it will take? See, if you just focus on one thing at a time, like let's suppose once you're doing SAS, you're fully focused on that. If once you're learning clinical, fully focused on that. Once you're learning R, fully focused on that. And if you're able to rate yourself 7 to 8, then the next part comes up for applying, getting interviews, and cracking interviews. It can take 6 months to 1 year, getting interviews and getting job. Okay, so you need to maintain a positive vibe. You need to give minimum, half an hour of practice or some time to it. Let's suppose you got some other job, you're doing that, and because this process was taking more time, you do that job, no worries, just give at least 1 hour to this. Just practice, apply 1 hour for applying, at least give 1 or 2 hour to this for practicing, 1 hour for half an hour for applying, and whenever you get the interview, just switch. So it can take 6 months to 1 year. Or maybe no one knows because no one controls this process, maybe more than that. How tough is to crack base certification? Not that tough. Recently, some of our students cracked the basis exam. We have created a whole structure. If you go to our website, we have created an if I can share my screen, and is my screen is visible to everyone? Just confirm yes or no. So you can see here we have this is about interview questions. If someone is preparing for interview, 150 interview questions, we have gathered some data, but we have this base as exam preparation. So you can see we have created this exam preparation test, and we have 10 test exams, and each of is having 40 questions. So 40 into 10. So there are 10 tests. Each of the tests is having approx 40 questions. It's more than 40, 40, 41, 42. If you solve this, so damn, you can easily crack the exam, because recently one of the student did it. There are two things you can follow. One is the prep guide. There is a book, okay, and another is this. And even if you do single-handedly this as well, that is fine. But two things together gonna help you a lot: the prep guide and this one. So yes, so yeah. Now let me close this. Not yet. How to stop sharing? Okay, now that's fine. Are you base as certified? No, but many of my students are working now. Many of my students are certified as well. Actually, long back when I did, so even at that time SAS certification was required, but I didn't did it, and I felt bad about it. And at that time, little bit financial issue was there. Because of that, I didn't did it. But eventually, it took me time, more than 1 year, and I got the job. So when I started, in the industry, no one asked about the certification, because once you get the job, no one asks you about the certification. Mostly it is required till the time you are getting the job, all these things. Excel and Python was mandatory in these roles. Excel and Python was mandatory in these roles. Which roles you are talking about? Recently I came across healthcare data analyst, competitive intelligence role, and competitive intelligence role. So do you found some people who are working on this role, or only someone who are selling this course? There are two other things. One, someone is selling a course, and another, there is a role for which a course got created, and some institute is selling that course. So if this role exists, because mostly healthcare data analysts, some call it clinicals as well as statistical programmer as well. Who was that student who cracked the base certification? I recently posted on my LinkedIn page. You can check. You can go to Clinical Study Academy LinkedIn. You can simply write on LinkedIn Clinical Study Academy or CSA, and the recent post you're gonna find it. Yesterday only, I think day before yesterday, I posted. See who why you left the job and course duration. See, I left the job. There is a separate video on that. The only thing that is constant for me, say who in life, is change. I left many things in my life. I move forward. It's not like leaving it, moving, moving, moving from one thing to other thing. That is what life is. If you see in my journey, I did mechanical, then learned something else, then worked on some other roles, tried different things, then went to clinical industry. Everything was great, but finally I felt like, okay, this money and everything I'm not enjoying. Found teaching I was enjoying, then started doing that. After some years, I felt, okay, now teaching I'm enjoying, but not like earlier. So now we have some trainers, and still looking something which I can enjoy more. This was a short description. This is what I have experienced, and that is what I can tell you. Okay. Course duration totally depend upon, but if you're learning SAS and clinical, that is the important things, two important things. It's going to take approx 3 to 4 months. Okay. Easily you can assume 4 months it can take. And बहुत लोगों को बात everyone it's studying a one get job. Obviously, see what happens. This is what one of the major reason of rejection in life, that we easily get frustrated. We try less, we get frustrated more. आज के टाइम पे आपके दिन को अच्छा बनाने के लिए, नहीं, आपके दिन को खराब बनाने के लिए, if someone wants to ruin your day, he should do just one act. By doing his one act, one wrong act, you gonna get frustrated. But if 10 good things happened, you might not remember over the one bad thing. You're gonna remember that one frustrated thing, one bad thing. This is what happens with people. We easily get frustrated, and that is not what needed in long term things or what you are planning for long term. That is what it happened. Medicinepedia, both were job opening, and they were asking excellent Python. Okay, okay, that's great. Then let me. So Python is something we are already teaching, and Excel is something it's not that much difficult. What was the role? Let me check. Maybe I can create a separate video on this. Here it is. ठीक है. Someone is asking beautiful blocks. What is coming in clinical part? See, इस रोल की तैयारी करने के लिए दो तरह का नॉलेज होना चाहिए. एक तो सॉफ्टवेयर, दूसरा डोमेन नॉलेज. सो क्लिनिकल पार्ट में आप डोमेन नॉलेज सीखते हो. सम स्टैंडर्ड्स लाइक हाउ टू क्रिएट एसडीएम डेटा सेट, देन एडम डेटा सेट, देन टेबल लिस्टिंग, प्रोटोकॉल क्या होता है, सैप क्या होता है, मॉकशेल्स क्या होते हैं, क्लिनिकल ट्रायल फेजेस क्या होता है, स्क्रीनिंग क्या होता है. देयर आर टन्स ऑफ थिंग. व्हाट इज द फ्लो ऑफ डेटा, हाउ द सबमिशन हैपेंड. सो इट इज मोर अबाउट द डोमेन नॉलेज. ठीक है. जैसे कि एक सिंपल एक फूड इंडस्ट्री में चाहते हो तो फूड इंडस्ट्री में भी डेटा एनालिस्ट है. फूड इंडस्ट्री में भी पाइथन या सैस यूज होता होगा या होता है. बट वहां पे डोमेन अलग है. आपको फूड का नॉलेज होना चाहिए सॉफ्टवेयर के साथ. यहाँ पे आपको कुछ जो डोमेन का नॉलेज है वो अलग होना चाहिए. फार्मास्यूटिकल या क्लिनिकल के रिलेटेड होना चाहिए. राइट. तो उसके लिए कुछ अलग चीज है, एंड इट टेक्स अराउंड 1.5 to 2 months मिनिमम. या शॉर्ट लिस्ट क्यों नहीं करती किसी को. मुझे भी कभी बार मेडिसिन पीडिया ऐसा लगता है कि आईक्यू या एक पता नहीं, उन्होंने कुछ तो स्टूडेंट को हमारे सेलेक्ट किया है, कुछ स्टूडेंट को. बट कभी कभार ऐसा लगता है कि अ, उनका प्रोसेस बहुत स्लो है. मतलब मैंने देखा है कि काफी वो स्लो रिस्पॉन्ड करते हैं. बट पास्ट में उन्होंने सेलेक्ट किया, बट रिसेंट में देख रहा हूँ तो प्रोसेस उनका लेंदी हो गया है. कुछ कुछ टेस्ट ले रहे हैं, एप्टीट्यूड और ये सारे टेस्ट भी ले रहे हैं. एंड फिर यू नो आई डोंट नो लाइक बिकॉज कुछ स्टूडेंट्स फर्स्ट सेकंड राउंड तक ही गए, उसके बाद वो नहीं गए, तो आई एम नॉट श्योर. बट पास्ट में उन्होंने हायर किया है, एंड कुछ इंटरव्यूज लिए हैं. बट नॉट श्योर व्हाट इज हैपनिंग. कभी कभार ऐसा लगता है कि लाइक क्या किसी से डायरेक्ट टैप कर लिया है, क्या वहीं पे हायर कर रहे हैं, लाइक बिहाइंड द सीन और बैकग्राउंड हायरिंग, बैकडोर हायरिंग. बट बिग कंपनी ऐसा बोलना नहीं चाहिए. बट या दिस इज व्हाट आई फेल्ट सम टाइम. ओके ओके गाइस, दैट्स ऑल फॉर टुडे. आज के लिए इतना ही रखते हैं. इट्स 10 अराउंड. सो दैट्स ऑल गाइस, दैट्स ऑल. सो अगर किसी को कुछ क्वेश्चन है, यू कैन आस्क मी, और एल्स वी कैन वाइंड अप दिस लाइव डिस्कशन. सारे मेल का रिवर्ट नॉट मूविंग फॉरवर्ड. I think kite AI is costly, and coming to stat code solution, they are not costly. In terms of cost, uh, I can say kite AI gonna be a bit costly, and stat code solutions not gonna be costly. And yeah, that's the thing, guys. Because you have written they offer courses at good price, that's why I have explained about the cost. You'll find kite AI a bit costly, I think. सारे मेल का रिवर्ट नॉट मूविंग फॉरवर्ड. सारे मेल का रिवर्ट नॉट मूविंग फॉरवर्ड. Mhm. Okay. Not moving forward, maybe you can share your CV with me. Maybe I can have a look. Is it something wrong with the CV? Normally, it should not happen, but maybe you can try reaching out to some HR or manager and just ask this question that whenever I'm applying, this is the same thing happening. Like, can you tell me about this? Why the same mail I'm getting? What is the reason? Is it something to improve work on the CV or what it is? Okay, so guys, आज के लिए इतना ही रखते हैं. Let's meet in the coming live discussion or live session. तब तक के लिए bye bye दोस्तों and thank you everyone. Have a great day. Bye bye. Okay, it is coming here. Okay.